For those of you who don't know, the third week in October is Small Business Week, and different activities are going to take place on different days. On Thursday of that week, we're going to celebrate Organize Your Desk Day. Well, we thought we'd explore that a little further today by bringing in an organizational expert. So today, we're introducing Krista Wagner from Savvy Solutions.
Hi there.
Thanks for joining us.
Thank you.
And you're an expert in sort of helping people get organized.
Absolutely.
Do you find a lot of businesses need that?
I do. Employees spend about an hour each day searching for misplaced information.
Wow.
So it's a big number. When you crunch all the number of employees that you have times the number of weeks and the number of months that you work per year, it is a big number. And all of a sudden, organizing and productivity becomes tremendously important to the bottom line.
And that's for the business, not just for the help to the individual, but even for the business, you're going to save money.
Absolutely.
Our producers have gone out and they've looked in our inbox questions and found we actually had a viewer write to us. It's Scott Gibson, and he wrote, "Dear Get Connected, my name is Scott, and I'm a call center manager and also a part-time student. Keeping my office organized is a real challenge. Can you help me, please?" So what we were thinking is that we would actually go out to Scott's house and give his small office a makeover.
Sounds great.
You up for that?
Absolutely.
Okay, well, let's go check it out.
Let's go. Here we are.
If it's the right place.
I know.
Okay.
Hi.
Hi, Scott.
Yes.
Hi, I'm AJ from Get Connected. You probably recognize me.
Yes.
This is Krista Wagner from Savvy
Hi.
Solutions. She's an expert in organizing office space. Now, you wrote to us and said that you had a messy office. Still messy?
Yes, it is.
All right, well, we're going to help you get it cleaned up.
Great. Come on in.
Okay, after you.
Great. Let's get started.
So this is where you work.
Yes.
And it's actually quite a beautiful room.
Thank you.
But it is a little bit messy. And so what do you think?
Well, I think we have a lot of work that we can do here. I can tell already, Scott, just by looking at your desk and by looking at the office that you're really busy and you have a lot of activities.
Which is a good thing.
Which is a great thing. But what we want to do is take the space and for it to support you and support all of those activities. I think we should open up the window and open up the blinds and let some light in. When I first walked into the room, that was one of the first things that I noticed, is that there isn't much light in here. The other thing that I see is there's no drawers to this desk.
Right.
And so we have to find a home for some of these things like the tape and the batteries and some of the extra odds and ends so that you have a place to put them at the end of the day. My guess is that some of the tools that you have surrounding the desk, like the rock band here.
You can't touch the rock band.
I know, and the guitar, I'm not going to touch it, I'm not going to take it away, but it might not need to be right here at your desktop because this is where we want you to be the most productive.
What do you say you and I get out of here, and we'll come back in a little while and see what we did?
Sounds good.
That's
Okay,
great.
let's go.
Super. I'm going to get started.
Well, I'm often going through email. I'm doing a lot of printing. I send faxes, and I take conference calls from that space as well. With those activities, it's just been made a little bit more clutter in that space and a little bit harder to arrange. Because I'm going back to school, I'm doing a lot of studying there.
Oh, okay.
So a lot of books open and a lot of reading.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How many hours would you say you use that space for?
Usually between 10 and 15 hours a week. I don't have a whole lot of time to organize that area, and I haven't had a lot of time for filing, so anything she can do to help me would be appreciated.
What do you do to keep track of things like important notes?
Normally I keep those things close to my monitor. The problem is that they tend to pile up over time, so that's something that's been difficult for me to organize myself.
So I wouldn't want to lose the rock band. How do you feel about that?
Oh, that's fine, yeah. If we can get that space to be more of an office space, that would be better for me in my work environment.
Are you excited about the changes?
I sure am.
You ready to check it out?
You bet.
Well, let's go see what she's done.
Sounds good.
So I've got Scott's eyes closed here. We're going to set them up right about here and do the real reveal. And count of 3, you can open up your eyes. 1, 2, 3.
Oh, wow. Oh, fantastic. This is great.
Quite a bit different, eh?
Look at that.
Tell us what you did.
Well, great. I'm so glad that you like it, Scott. We had a ton of fun working in here today. And basically what we've been able to do is we've maximized your office space. We have removed the excess that we didn't need. We've added some lighting, and we've given you some great organizing tools that are going to go a long way for you and your family.
Awesome.
We have been able to
You can step in
utilize
there and check that out a little bit.
a keyboard platform.
Oh, that is fantastic.
So we know that you do a lot of research and take calls here at the desk, but you need space for your paper and to write, and so this will be nice to have your keyboard down here.
And the cool thing about that keyboard, that's a Kensington combination, so you actually have a few little extra things here too. If you look at the top of this keyboard, it actually has a USB charger connection and also a little adapter you can charge things like your cell phone.
Wow, that's
pretty
awesome.
cool, eh?
The other great thing is that we have a wireless mouse. So we've taken care of a lot of your wires and you can't see them anymore, but this is even better because there's no wire whatsoever. We also installed a monitor arm for you, again, trying to maximize your desk space. The other thing that we have installed is a calendar here on your wall, a wipe-off calendar. The best thing about whiteboard calendars is that there's no tossing or changing of the calendar at the end of each month or at the end of the year. You just wipe it clean every month and you put up your new dates and your new tasks and activities. So it's a great way to go.
The thing I like too about this one, it's from Quartet. It's a magnetic board in addition, so it's a whiteboard, but you can also put magnets on it.
Another tool that we have here for you is a simple tool, but a really effective one. We have a stapler. I noticed a lot of paperwork that belonged together, but it, wasn't connected in any way. And so instead of it just being all over the desktop, you can simply staple them. Another great tool, and one of my personal favorites, is a shredder.
Oh, I love shredders.
I love shredders too. And this is a great one. A lot of people are worried about identity theft. This is a great way to nip that problem in the bud.
Perfect.
So what do you think?
This is fantastic.
It's good. Why don't you take a seat and take it for a test drive?
Great.
Get comfortable there. If you are wondering what happened to all the papers that were on your desk, we've sort of put them in a little bit of order. We've stapled a few things together, and we also have you set up with a couple different binders. So we've got a 3-hole punch. The stapler and that are both from Swingline. And again, it's just a great way to get stuff organized, put it in a binder, and then you can start filing it as well.
Very nice.
Scott, thank you so much for letting us come in today and do this exercise to organize your office space.
Oh, you're welcome, and thank you both so much for your help. I appreciate it.
Thank you. It was our pleasure.
And Krista from Savvy Solutions, what a fantastic job you did. It's surprising with so few tools what you've turned this workspace into.
Well, you're welcome. Thanks for having me. This has been great.
And for those of you at home, don't forget that the third week in October is Small Business Week, and we've shown you some great tips today on how to get your office organized. If you've got an inbox question, be sure to email us because you never know, we might end up on your doorstep. Should we check out some of these new tools here?
Absolutely.
Pass me that rubber ball over there. That's what I've had my eye on. Look at that.
Gotta get connected.